During a Road to Independence campaign for Empire Total War. This is gonna be episode 1, we're gonna have episode 2, 3, and then at the end we get the United States. Campaign difficulty, we went too hard because we don't really, we don't want to deal with the public relations too much. I don't really like that, it slows you down too much. So at least this one makes it playable. Well, difficulty, very hard. And then we're gonna start the first episode. We're gonna start on the Jamestown colony, basically the first colony that was established by the English. A lot of people escaping, coming down here, trying to find a new life. And let's get started. Throughout the time we're gonna get all these little quotes. Hopefully you can see them. I can't really see them at all, to be honest. It's really hard for me to see them. But it gives you advice, gives you, some of them are quotes, some of them are advice. It's just a lot of different stuff that you get to see over here while you wait. This game came out in 2009.
Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
Ready yourself! Stay behind cover, men!
Infantry reporting.
Okay, so we go right here.
Scanner, general stop.
We're taking off the fire at will, so that they don't shoot at them, because we don't want to shoot at them. Now we want to shoot at them because now they're closer. Because we're gonna kill a lot more men now that they're closer and when they're far away. So now we're gonna make these guys stop. These guys are gonna right there. They're almost about to run, so we're gonna stop firing. We won't shoot anyone. These guys are ready. We're gonna we'll just shoot over there. This is already shooting over there, I think. Okay. So, well, this is kind of like an introduction campaign, I guess. You get to see the map. If we spread out, you can see, the whole map. This is where we're at, this is where we're fighting. Kind of like a valley. Fighting this right here in this small open field. They're getting drugs. Oh, we gotta kill that general. They're getting drugs right here. You can see them fighting these mighty warriors, Native Americans. Then here we have our general, our captain, trying to shoot them off. The men are reloading. These guys are just running, chasing them. You're not gonna escape! Yes! They managed to escape. Obviously, we didn't chase them. We were too slow. You can't really, you can't chase after them right after a fight. They're tired.
From the very beginning, there have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease. And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. But the wild land was not the only threat. The natives were a constant menace, lurking at their borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
You must lead the early settlers to establish Jamestown.
Okay, so this is the mission. Construct building. This is basically just a
This is
tutorial, you know.
Jamestown.
Make this, make
A
that.
message box.
Tells you what
There
to
is
do,
often a choice of building types.
you know.
This is your army.
We're gonna
The
move
highlighted
guys
area
over
represents the
here.
distance which this army can move this turn.
We'll recruit
You have entered
one
a
of
unit
these
category.
guys. This guy, you know, you recruit them. This guy is better than this one. Even though he has less, you know, you can see right there how many men they have. It has 75 men on the right corner, and this one has 120. Usually you would think that, you know, that one has more men, that one is better, but in this case,
Click
not
on the army
really.
tab to view your garrisoned units.
Doesn't really affect us at all, to be honest. Might as well, you know, continue making the same guy because he's better. And that's what you want. You want someone that's good, and someone that's gonna help you. You really care about, you know.
I successfully built.
So we found someone right here now. We have an enemy right here. We'll just attack, you know, whatever. We can make it go a little bit faster by pressing space.
Siege them!
We'll fight, I guess, since it's the first battle. We're gonna fight it. We have too many men, kind of, I guess. Should have recruited, because I should have recruited less men. It would have been a little bit more interesting to see, you know, like a more even battle. It's not that fun if you know that I'm gonna win. You see how many guys I have, and they all have guns, and then you see the Indians on the side, and you know, it doesn't make it that entertaining. So I
Always keep some
apologize for
forces
that in
in reserve
advance.
behind your front line.
Da, 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 da. We have our captain right here. Da, ba, 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 ba. Okay, so these guys are gonna come right here. And then we're gonna have these guys right here just to make like two flanks. And then we're gonna have this guy right here in the middle, I guess. Just to fill the gap in case he needs to. He's gonna be a little bit behind. So it's, I guess in these kind of battles, usually, you know, back in the day, you would fight as a line. You know, it's better to fight right next to your man, right next to your neighbor, your friend. You know, someone from the same village, from your same town. And you can see they all have, you know, these fancy helmets. They have these weapons.
Orders understood.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Orders understood.
Sometimes they'll take out their swords, but they'll change weapons. But I guess they don't do this thing. We don't have bayonets yet. Eventually you get bayonets, you know, the pointy things, so you can kill guys. That looks very, very cool. Obviously these guys don't have it. The guys over there on the back, you can see that they have it. Hopefully you can see it. So, you know, they're all dressed pretty cool. They have, you know, that breastplate, that little skirt, armor thingy. Really, really cool looking. These guys, you know, they're dressed, I guess, more normal. They're just, you know, regiments of militia, John Smiths. You know, John Smith, his band of John Smith. So John Smith is, you know, he was one of the captains, one of the early settlers. And I guess, I don't know, we can't see him.
General
Which
Air
one is
Staff
it?
at
Is
your
it this
service.
guy? Is he John Smith? Well, I don't know. I don't know what he looks like, but they think this guy might be John Smith because he looks different from the other guys. The other guys look a little different from each other, but kind of the same. And this guy looks like the most different out of everyone. He has like a fancy blue uniform.
Militia!
Yeah, and these guys are also militia, so these guys are pretty weak too. And then these guys, they're strong. Let's see. See, you have the guy holding the flag bearer. He's just holding the flag. He doesn't have any weapon. I guess he has to fight with the flag in case he has to. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna try and check it out. See what happens. This guy must be the captain. Look at that fancy helmet right there. That hat with a feather. You know you're fancy. You know you're badass if you have a feather. He has a sword, so he doesn't even need a weapon. He doesn't even have, like a pistol or anything. No, sir. He doesn't have a pistol. He has a sword. So this is, I guess, during the colonization of America. So this is probably like the 1600s, probably. So I guess I don't know. I don't remember if they had pistols back in the day. Probably not. So I guess these are like crude, primitive weapons, you know. And then this guy just has his sword right there. Well, let's get started, guys. Let's see what happens.
The
More
hot
than
button
anything,
on
we're just here
prices
to have a
screen
good time.
cancels orders and makes
Here
select
to,
units stop where
look at the game. In case any of you guys want to take a look at it, in case any of you guys, you're interested. They're coming over. We're gonna try and greet them over there. We're gonna send our general here, just in case. And then these guys are gonna move closer. They're gonna move up. So these arrows are really useful. I like them a
when under
lot.
fire from
You
enemy
can move them to the
artillery,
side.
there will
See?
be fewer
They move.
casualties if you position your men where
You
they
can click on
gain
just
some
one, and then
shelter.
it'll move to the side and to
Examples
the other
of
side.
this dead
You can go
ground
back.
would
You can
be
move
in a
forward.
valley,
It's
or
really, really
on the
cool.
slope of a hill, or behind
I really,
buildings.
really like it. It's really, really amazing the things that you can do with this. So we're gonna use something right here. We have these two guys right here. I don't know if they're gonna attack us. They might, so we're gonna line them up right here just in case. Just in case they attack, we're gonna, have a line right here so we can defend ourselves. If they come, we're gonna fight. They might come through here, but if they come through here, we'll see them. So we're gonna focus right here on this side. Okay? These guys, we're gonna send them right here. You press, I think this works. Press shift, and then you press shift again. Yeah, I think this thing works. I don't remember how to play this game as much. I'm not a pro anymore. So they're gonna come up here, like that, and then these guys are gonna move right here, spread out, and these guys are gonna move right here. And now let's take a look at what's going on. Now that we know we're gonna win. Now they're trying to rush us against. They're bowmen. They're shooting arrows at us. You can see they're shooting at these guys. The guys over there they're shooting. The guys over there are shooting too. Usually in the battle, I don't know. I don't think people will fight like this in the battle. It might be a little not as realistic, It might not be the most realistic side. We have this guy right here, which we sent to the back of them. When you send someone behind them, they get a penalty. Just like in real life, if you get shot from behind and from the side, or if you don't know where they're shooting at you from, you're gonna get scared. And it's gonna be more likely that you're gonna run away. If you know you're losing, or you're getting killed very fast, you're gonna run away, you're gonna be scared. And the point of the battle, the point of fights like this usually is, whoever fights the longest is the one that wins. So now they're gonna start, because they're getting shot from these sides. They're getting shot from a lot of different sides. So now they're running. So let's try and see if we can kill a little bit more of these guys. Not a no one. Okay, so we'll just bring this guy over here. We'll just bring these three guys over here now, I guess. just in case it comes back or something. And then we're gonna send these guys over there. We're gonna make them walk until they get over here, and then they're gonna open fire basically. So it's gonna be 3 against 3. It's gonna be more of an even fight. We're not gonna get any reinforcements unless we need them. If we need to get reinforcements, then we'll get it, I guess. Actually, we're gonna make this maneuver with this guy over here. We're gonna do this. Come over here, and then from there, we can come over here. And then I wanted to just be here. Just set up over there like a big, super big line. So these guys, you know, they're getting shot at. They're pretty much, or gas rush at, attacked by these guys. They're getting attacked again. So they're, you know, they have their tomahawks. Oh, they have pikes. These are pikemen. Wait, pikes? Huh. Yeah, so they're running away. I don't know if they're really running or retreating from before. No, I guess they are running. They're running. So the more you spread your line, the more guys are gonna open fire, and the more guys are gonna shoot. That happens because, well, as you can see right here, obviously they're not reloading. They're not all reloading. They're not all shooting because you can't shoot to each other. They don't know how to do that. They're not trained. They don't have that training. And basically, if you want more guns to shoot at the same time, you have to spread your line like this. Then again, if you spread your line like this, you can get attacked very easily and you're more likely to break. So it just depends on what kind of fight you have to do, what you want to do. Different kind of lines give you different advantages. So sometimes you want to do this, sometimes you want to do this. You know, when you have like a, you know, they're not spread out as much. Sometimes you just have like a double line, like an even balanced line. So it just depends. We got a heroic victory. Hooray! And this is pretty much the victory, the battle result. So you get to see what happened, who killed what, which one of your units is the best one. Use this one ranked up. When you get these things, chevron, it means that you ranked up. It killed a lot of guys. And basically the guys that were on the side, they were the ones that, you know, they killed the most because they were the ones that were fighting the most. These guys, I don't know why they didn't. Well, these guys didn't. They went down to 50, 50, 39. And remember that these guys have 117. Because these guys have 120 in total. And this is, and the size of these ones are 75. So these guys are much more smaller. So now there's even less of them. So they're not going to be as effective as they get smaller, I guess. So you have to take that into account.
Sound the call to battle!
You have successfully captured the village of Werawakamoko.
So now we have to secure a new future. We have to expand over here so we can, you know, make sure that we have enough food, enough supplies, enough everything so that we can survive and, you know, live on, keep on living. That's what we need. We need to, you know. So we're gonna replenish our troops. It costs money to replenish in this game. There's a lot of games in the Total War series. This is one of them. And, well, you know, basically, they all play differently, but this one just costs money.